Hi, I'm Terry Brock with terrybrock.com. I was reading the paper today, Wall Street Journal, and saw something I wanted to share with you. Really important. If you're using Twitter, realize that Twitter is not so much for broadcasting as it is for listening, but it's also for getting people involved. There's an article in here, really good, in today's Wall Street Journal, and you'll see it's got here about Twitter goes to the movies. Really good article, and they're talking about how movie studios are using Twitter specifically and other social media as well to really get their message across, to be able to tell people and promote a certain event and be able to get it moving. They talk about the movie Ted, which is an R-rated comedy, and it has now hit the #1 spot of all time because of social media. People are using it. They start their article here on the front page and then bounce over here in the back, and they talk about other movies that are out there and what people have been doing and what they have done with many different movies. Like, for instance, Paramount has a movie called Paranormal Activity 4, and they saw that they started putting out some promotions. It was okay, but they find that by starting to do promotions with social media, and specifically Twitter, that it started to move the dial. Last year, Paramount executives were worried about lukewarm buzz over Super 8. They expected more enthusiasm for a movie with Steven Spielberg attached as a producer and fanboy favorite J.J. Abrams as the director. The problem, they felt, was the usual tone of the movie, part family drama, part sci-fi, etc., etc., etc. And so what they did is they used Twitter to announce this, and they had some sponsored tweets early Wednesday, screenings at 300 theaters, and they threw in free popcorn. After the tweets went out, they sold several $1 million in tickets. And so they're doing a lot with this. Now, the article goes on to mention you don't just get rid of your television advertising, which is a big thing for them. I would put that for most of us as the traditional means of advertising of what we've done. If it's going out to meetings, if it's personal sales calls, if it's getting on the phone, you're not going to throw that away, but realize social media is incredibly powerful, and you've got to be there. You've got to also listen to what people are saying and how they're doing it. I thought it was very interesting that they said here they took a group of Harvard graduates specializing in statistics in 2010 and examined whether Twitter was responsible for what was going on with certain movies, whether they were going up or down and declining, and they eventually determined that there was a relationship between the proportion of negative tweets, like Bruno movie is probably the worst I've ever seen, and the decline in revenue from that. What it is, it's really word of mouth. When you think about it, go back many years ago, decades and decades ago, people would say, what's the best form of advertising? And we all knew the answer was, hey, it's word of mouth. And it still is today. The principles are the same. It's just that today, our word of mouth is largely social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, those kind of reviews. Are you using that? Are you using it to the optimum advantage right now? And if you're not, I'd recommend you get into that and find out about it. A quick way to do that, and so you can make sure you have the time to do it, is with the new product we have on how you can optimize your time. Time management for social media. I'm excited about it. We're seeing so much good buzz on this because it's a way for you to get specific knowledge, specific tools on how to do it, how to use Twitter effectively, how to use Facebook. We've got interviews with best-selling authors like Larry Winget, Sally Hogshead, Mark Sanborn, Bob Berg, Gene Greisman, Gina Carr, people that are showing you exactly step-by-step how to do it. And we've got it for a special bargain right now, so you can see this on the website, find out about it. But I am looking forward to hearing from you. Drop me a note, drop me a tweet. My Twitter handle, @TerryBrock. And let me know what you think about using Twitter here. Twitter, as they're using it for movies, how's it working for promoting for you? How is it being used for listening and finding out what people are saying? I'll look forward to hearing from you. I'm Terry Brock. Thank you very much for joining me.